You are not manifesting your du'as. You're just picking and selecting what you want to become, because you need to understand in the unseen everything is be, because Allah has to say be and it will be. So there is no time in the unseen. There is just now. Everything is there now. There is nothing created. That's why Allah says, I have answered every single prayer you asked for. Because every single prayer is already written, is already done. There is a version of you that is poor, that is rich, that has what you want. There is already there. You're not manifesting, you're just selecting. And that's the biggest realization I had when I was reading Joe Dispenza's books, Becoming Supernatural, Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And my mentor told me this too, that it's all about the frequency. And frequency, most of it is consisting of your heart, which is, Allah says that neither the heavens or the earth contain me, but the heart of my believing servant. And emotions are frequency. Emotions come from your heart. That's why your heart is so powerful. That's why you can always from your mind ask for like, Allah, please give me this or that, but you're never gonna get it. Because you need to understand that it's not the mind that the universe understands or Allah understands. It's your heart. Because let's be honest, what do you think? Does the universe or your subconscious mind understand the language of English or Urdu or anything? It does not. It just understands these two languages. Number one is the colors, meaning imagination, visualization. And the second is emotions. These two are the language of the universe. That's why Allah says, remember me with your heart. Because most people ask for money, but they're like, I need money, I want this. That means they don't have that money. They're asking from their mind, give me money, right? But the heart is lack. So they're asking more lack and they don't even realize it. So this is like, that's the thing. Most people, when they're asking for du'as, they're in fear and they have faith. But fear and faith, both of them cannot be together. Either you have to be abundance and, have faith that it is already done. Because Allah says, I have given you every single thing you asked for. And that's what happens. I'm telling you, look back, the moment you had your du'as answered. What was the feeling when you were asking that du'a? Were you asking in a state of lack or abundance or bliss that I don't care, it's already done. I don't care about anything. I have Allah, that kind of vibration or the vibration of lack? Because I'm telling you, when you have the vibrations of lack, that means fear, guilt, shame, all of these emotions that most people live in, which is so sad. That's why they get their life depressed, down and down. If you notice that the moment you were just abundance, peaceful, amazing, that's your prayer. Your emotions are your prayer. When you're always negative, your subconscious mind controls 95% of your reality. And I believe subconscious mind, most people say, is your infinite intelligence. That is your nature. That is the power that made you from a tiny strings of energy. And now look at you, you're so big. That's the power of infinite intelligence. And I believe 100% is Allah. So your subconscious mind is the gateway to your infinite intelligence, meaning Allah. It's like the middleman. Your conscious mind is right now, you're listening, right? And your middleman is subconscious mind. Allah is at the other side. Subconscious mind is the middleman. So when you're asking for dua, first visualize, imagine. Okay? And the second is put feelings in it. Put feelings in the imagination. Because without feeling, imaginations, affirmations are not at like even 10% of its full power. So create emotion, very dominant energy, very dominant emotion, because the most dominant energy, emotions win. So if your subconscious mind is full of dominant negative emotions, then your life is going to be negative. But if you have abundance, peace, love, joy, that kind of emotions, your life will be that of abundance. That's why Allah says, be grateful and I will increase you. And those people who think they have nothing, I will take what they have also. So if you're negative, if you're always focusing on lack, or look, Allah, I don't have this and that, you're gonna have what you have taken away from you too. That's what Allah says. Be grateful and I will certainly increase you. How do you visualize? You visualize the moment you sleep. The moment you sleep is the gateway to unseen world. That's why Allah says, I take their soul when they die, or I take their soul when they're sleeping. When you sleep, right, your soul goes to the unseen. That is where kun fayakun happens. When you sleep in the state of lack, your soul goes to the unseen. Your dua is lack. The next day, your soul returns. You're gonna get more lack in the next day, in the days after, weeks after, months after. It's just gonna amplify, get bigger and bigger. Lack is gonna get bigger and bigger. It's gonna be harder to control. So when you sleep, sleep in the state of having whatever you want fulfilled. Done. It's already done. That dua is answered. How will you visualize? How will you feel? The moment you feel that you have that thing and you don't want the reality to change, that's when it will happen. So let's just close our eyes right now, yeah, and visualize. And let's just say it's Rolls Royce. That's the, most people's favorite car. Imagine that you're sitting in the car, right? You have your feet in the car. You're closing the door. You're checking your mirrors. You're rearranging the mirrors. You are turning the lights on, checking everything works. You're turning the car on, and you're checking, and you're driving. You're holding the steering wheel. How does it feel like? How does it smell like? How is the interior? What touch upon it? How does it feel like? What does the vibe feel like? Feel it. And now I want you to imagine that the interior is red. Now it's green. Now it's blue. Now it's purple. Now you can open your eyes. You see, that is what I'm talking about. That is your visualization. You felt so peaceful if you done it right. You can do it again if you didn't do it. You need to experience it. That's how you manifest your duas. You just had these emotions when you were driving. You were holding the steering wheel. You were seeing the interior. You were like smelling the interior, or like, touching the interior. How did it feel like? Awaken all your five senses. What does it hear like? How is the engine? What can you see? What can you, smell? What can you touch? Awaken all your five senses. The more real it is, the more detail, the better. And slowly, emotions are gonna come, because slowly, emotions just come naturally if you're not forcing it. That's why you have to be in a deep relaxation state. The moment before you sleep, that's when you visualize, not just when you just got in your bed, because your subconscious mind is not active. Only your conscious mind is active, and we need to make the subconscious mind active. And once we do that, that's when we access the subconscious mind, which I told you is the gateway to Allah. And subconscious mind is your soul, in my opinion. That's what I believe. The reason we do this is by when you're super relaxed, meaning you're about to sleep, you are in alpha, theta brainwaves. You can search brainwaves, and you will know that beta waves is like most people live in. Then there is alpha waves, then there is theta waves. And then there is one more, but that's when you sleep. You can't access it. We need to access the alpha waves, and we do it when we're super relaxed. So lie down, super flat, on your back like this. Hands like, open like this. And your feet's open too, like wide open, hands wide open. Like just be super comfortable, and slowly you will start getting relaxed, focusing on your breath. And then visualize what you want already done. Like me, it's so funny. I just have, my bank account. I have the digits that's currently right now. I use Canva or something like that software to make it black, and then I put what I want. And that's what my mentor told me yesterday, who makes a lot of money. He told me that, do this, have like a Canva, get your bank account screenshot, put what you want in that digit, make it so realistic. And that guy is being coached by actual millionaires, and I have been coached by millionaires. So that knowledge is worth thousands. I even paid thousands. So if you want to be coached by me, you can check first link in the description, and there is free paid stuff. So when you sleep in that state of having bliss and amazingness, then you wake up, and the moment you wake up, do the exact same scene, exact same scenario, exact same feelings, because it's about repetition. Within days, you will start seeing results. And you have to do other things that I talk about in my other videos, like astaghfirullah and being grateful and all of that, but it's a different video, so you can check those out. But for now, if you reach till this far, just say Allah is the greatest. So I know you reached till this far, but for now, if you want to join the free community PDFs, first link in the description, or if you want to be mentored by me one-on-one, first link in the description also. And for now, Allah Hafiz.